Mr. Ambassador, thank you very much for accepting the invitation and being with us.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to start with the question about the Iraq. You know, there are different interpretations among political parties who are in power in Baghdad to implement the constitution. You know, from the Kurdistan region side, they say that our rights are not being protected as it's supposed to be according to the Iraqi constitution. Can you make a comment on that?
Well, I think it is well known that the European Union has been and is supporting the Kurdish people, by the way, not only in Iraq, but in particular in Iraq, in the Kurdistan region. And we will continue doing this. I will travel myself to Erbil and Suleimania in April, and I'm looking very much forward to this. We have a number of projects, concrete projects also there. It is for us very important that the Kurdish people have their rights, and we do what we can in order to also make this clear to the government in Baghdad. But what I also would like to say is many things can be solved by bilateral dialogue, and that's what we also call for. Bilateral dialogue between the Kurdish parliament, the Kurdish region government, and also at the level of political parties. You know your country very well. This may be even in the first place more important than a formalized dialogue. So talking, debating, agreeing, this is for me and for us the much more sustainable solution you can reach, rather than going in a formalized process and debates on principles, etc. And there are many things that can be solved in this way.
Yeah, sounds great. Obviously, you are representing so many European countries in Iraq, and those European countries enjoy a great relationship with Kurdistan region when it comes to the diplomacy and para-diplomacy. Most of those European countries have expressed their clear views that they are with the strong Kurdistan region as a part of the Iraqi federal government or state. So you, as representing those European countries, have you expressed your views to the Iraqi government that you are with the strong Kurdistan region that might provide a source of stability and security for the whole Iraq?
I think I kind of answered this question already. The Kurdish people deserve their rights in the context of the constitution of Iraq, and yes, we talk obviously here also to politicians and members of the government with a view to underline our position in this regard.
Yeah. You have spent extraordinary efforts to build democratic institutions in Iraq. So I wanted to ask a question about some decisions that has been made recently. One of them, for example, is the removal of minority seats that represents them in Kurdistan region. Do you think that will be against that process of democratization that you're trying to build and enhance it and evolve it in Iraq?
I answer very honestly to you on this question. The verdict by the Federal Supreme Court is very fresh. Yeah. Our experts at home are studying this at the moment, and you know, we Europeans, we may be known for many things, but we are definitely known that we do not go out in a very spontaneous and just one-off reaction. So I'm waiting at the moment for a more profound analysis, and by also experts we have in Brussels, and then we will engage also here with people. So at the moment I would wish to ask you for a little bit of patience.
Okay, thank you. Well, another question which is related to my previous question is that there are lots of minorities, religious groups in Kurdistan that have been living together peacefully for centuries. Now they feel that they do not represent it in the political process, or to some extent they think that they have been marginalized. Don't you think that peaceful coexistence can be a model to the entire Iraq, and the peaceful coexistence in Kurdistan region should be protected and maintained as?
I think the answer is simply yes. our DNA is built on diversity. Our DNA and our approach to politics at home, but also in the third country, is built on mutual respect, on respect of minorities, and that also minorities can live their particularities.
Yeah.
We make this clear at any occasion here in Baghdad, but also in Erbil. Yeah.
So that might be our last question. Yesterday, His Excellency, the Kurdistan region president, determined the election. That will be a huge step forward to give legitimacy to the Kurdistan institutions, including parliament. How do you comment on that decision and the election in June? Sorry.
We have been saying for quite a long time that the government needs to have a democratic legitimization. And we have called and have pointed to the need for these elections for quite some time. So from that point of view, yes, we have taken note of this decision yesterday, and I very much hope to see these elections happen. And because for us, and I know for many Kurdish people also, I wouldn't say they are waiting for the elections, but some really are waiting for the elections to finally be in a position again to express their political will. So that's what we support, yes. And whether it is now the 10th of June or whatever date, I think that's a secondary. But the elections should take place.
So are you ready to assist the process of election when it's conducted in June as a European Union representative in Iraq?
We cannot send a formal observation mission. This is not possible because the planning of these observation missions is very much long-term. And you said yourself just now, we know since yesterday that there will be elections. But what we definitely will do is we have people in Erbil and we have also NGOs, CSOs, and we will discuss with them how the electoral process is running. But let's wait.
So politically you are ready to support the process of election?
Yes.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. It was great interviewing you. Thank you.
Most welcome, and I thank you and your colleagues.
Thank you very much.